I cannot believe we just saw that.
Yeah, I can't either. It's
That's
super
like,
sad.
I don't even know how to feel about that. Like, that was, wow.
Every mile we're making memories side by side, growing in love and unity with every destination. New story unfolds.
Hello and welcome to Every Mile. Today we are at beautiful Lovers Point in Pacific Grove, California. We are going to be walking the Monterey Coastal Trail today. We're going to take you along with us. We're going to show you the sights, the beauty, the food, maybe the food. And hi. Oh, puppy. Sorry. Saw a dog. Yeah, and the history and whatever else we may come across. Come along with us. So the Lovers Point Beach is actually closed right now because it's sort of famous, if that's the right word, for shark attacks in the area. There's been a number of shark attacks right here at this beach, and there's actually something here that they are afraid may draw in some sharks. So we're kind of curious. We're gonna go look at it. Now, if you are ever in Pacific Grove and you're looking for a good place to stay, this Seven Gables, the yellow building behind me, we stayed there a couple years ago for Christmas, my wife and I, and we loved it. We stayed in the Steinbeck room and it was just absolutely peaceful. We cracked the window, we could hear the ocean, and it was just absolutely a wonderful stay. Breakfast this next morning was so good. So we highly recommend Seven Gables. We can't wait to get back. We loved our stay there. His plan is to buy it in the future and then give me one of the houses to live in so I can just live there. So you may not be able to stay in it in like 20 years because he'll own it, but we may let you stay in one of our rooms, right?
Yeah.
So as I said earlier, one of the cool things about this walking path is that you can also learn some of the history of the area. Not only do you see like where the train tracks used to be, because this used to be part of the Monte Express, but there's also murals on the wall that you can look at. So like I said, this used to be part of the train track. This path that we're walking on used to be part of the Monte Express Railway, which went from San Francisco to Monterey, usually to get people to the Hotel Del Monte back in the day. And then it was bought out by Caltrans or something, one of those. And then it shut down back in the 70s and they turned it into this. So you can kind of see it from here. We're gonna get a little bit closer. So you can take this walking path to the Aquarium, through Cannery Row, and then all the way down to Fisherman's Wharf. If you really want to, you can actually go all the way to Castroville. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. This is crazy. So there is a teenage humpback whale washed up on the shore near the Hopkins Marine area. Let's see if we can get a better shot of this. This is absolutely crazy. Wow. You ever seen anything like this before?
No.
This is crazy. It's sad, but what an amazing thing to see. Okay, so the sign there talked about kind of what happens to the whale now that it's dead, washed up on the beach. And it's kind of crazy because it did wash up right next to the Hopkins facility here for Stanford University, where they study marine biology. And so there's going to be an autopsy performed on this whale so they can learn a little bit more about how it lived, what it ate, kind of probably what killed it, and why it's here, and so they can get a better understanding of the life of the humpback whale. It's absolutely crazy. So this is the Hopkins facility, and it kind of goes back that way. but the beach that it's on is right down there. So as we drove up, there were people walking across this field, going back and forth between the beach and the facility. So crazy that it landed in that spot. I cannot believe we just saw that.
Yeah, I can't either.
It's like, I don't even know how to feel about that. Like, that was wow. All right, let's continue our walk down the Monterey path. You ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go through like the Cannery Row area. We'll show you some of the history and some of the beauty and just what there all is to see along this path. Along the path, there are these plaques that kind of give the history of the early fishermen and early settlers of the area. So this one's saying that right now we're in the center of what used to be one of the largest Chinese fishing villages on the West Coast from 1853 to 1906. And it was the Chinese cultural capital for a long time. And then there was a fire that burned down almost the entire village. And then Cannery Row kind of was built up through that. That sounds a little suspicious to me. Welcome to Pacific Grove. Wait, we're leaving Pacific Grove. I also want to shout out this place on the corner right here. That's Archie's Eatery. We've eaten there a couple of times after we've done the aquarium. And I really enjoy it. I really like Archie's. So if you get a free minute, check out Archie's. But yeah, like literally right across the street, kind of right there is the Monterey Bay Aquarium. So it's that close. And then right along the path is the Monterey Bay Aquarium. But we're gonna stay on the bike path because it's a little less crowded than Cannery Row, right?
Yeah.
But I love a lot of the murals along this path with Steinbeck and Ricketts and the Western Flyer. And yeah, pretty cool. So here is the directory for the path that we're on. So we are right here where that red dot is. And looking down, you can see the Pacific Biological Laboratories that was ran by Ed Ricketts. Now, Steinbeck and Edward Ricketts were such good friends. I love this mural too. That's one of my favorites. Steinbeck and Edward Ricketts were such good friends that Steinbeck would write him into some of his books. So he's Doc Ricketts in Cannery Row and Sweet Thursday. Just kind of a fun little addition that he throws that personal touch into his books. Also, if you're looking for good ice cream on Cannery Row, there's a place right here down in there. It's called Nico's that makes really good ice cream. They kind of blend it up with whatever flavor you want. So you can get fruit and different stuff in there. It's really good too. Just a couple weeks ago, we went upstairs in this Monterey Canning Company building and we watched A Good Man, Charlie Brown. That was a really fun experience. What did you think of Good Man, Charlie Brown?
It was fun to see like all the characters that perform. I thought they were all mascots, but it was actual people.
Yeah, it was real people just acting it all out. So not like Knott's Berry Farm. It was actual, you could see their faces. It was a lot of fun. Great music, great time, good people, good food. They also serve dinner up there if you're interested.
But you should see like.
And I've heard that this train is actually getting taken out. So I wanted to get a quick shot before they took it out. Yeah, so this will probably be our last visit on the caboose. If you're looking for a restaurant that has good views, it's El Chorrito right here. It has some of the best. Also, like Bubba Gump's. What's the name of that other one? Fish Hopper. Fish Hopper also has really good views. One of the places that we only went once, my wife and I only went once years ago before we had kids, was this place right here in Steinbeck Court. They have really good food here as well. So right here on the corner of Drake and Wave, Edward Ricketts was driving to an appointment and was struck by the train and killed. So this monument is here along the bike path, which used to be the train, to represent Ed Ricketts and his memory and all that he did for Monterey. Cool guy.
A starfish.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna step off of the bike path for just a little bit. to visit one of my favorite stores in all of Monterey. It's right off of Cannery Row. It's the Cannery Row Antique Mall, and I love this place. I especially love like these old toys. I think these are absolutely cool. Hey G, there's slow children playing. You know what that means? What? That means they're easy targets. And it just keeps going. We just came upstairs and there's just so much to see. So I'm not going to show you everything, obviously, because it would be way too much to show. But what I am going to say is that if you're ever in the area, you got to stop by because there's so much to see. It's like a museum that you can buy if you like it. So we literally just had to drag ourselves out of that place. We could have stayed in there all day. Yeah, that's such a cool place. I love going on there. We're going to head back on the walking path. We're going to keep going and we'll show you what else we come across. So during pupping season for seals, that San Carlos Beach is just covered with sea lions all over the place. And they literally take over the beach. It's kind of funny. We were just gonna walk by the beach and then we looked and we saw some rustling in the water and saw a fin. And we realized that there's a whole bunch of dolphins over here playing, so we're gonna go check them out. So just on the other side of this kayak, oh, they're waving at us. How cute. Just on the other side of that kayak, there's a group of dolphins playing in the water. You can barely see them swimming out there. There's a whole pot of them. You can see them spitting air out. This is a very popular beach for scuba divers to come. And then you can see all the sea lions on the Coast Guard dock right there. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot. All right, so from Lover's Point to where we are now at San Carlos Beach, it's a little over 2 miles. How you feeling?
You can probably do it again.
It's not too bad, right? It's pretty flat. Yeah. There's no hills, there's no stairs. It's pretty level. We're just casually strolling. It's been a beautiful day. You want to see more?
Yeah.
See some sea otters playing in the bay, in the harbor. And then Fisherman's Wharf. Beautiful views.
I love the houseboat.
That houseboat's been there forever, I swear.
Pretty cute little sailors.
The tree where Monterey began once stood near this spot. It's actually on the other side of the road. There's a monument dedicated to it. You got to learn the history of this tree. If you're interested, make a comment. We'll talk about it. We have made it to Old Fisherman's Wharf. Is this cool? Yeah.
Tiring.
Tiring.
You definitely got.
Yeah, so from the wharf, you can then go onto the wharf and check out the restaurants. You can check out the historic park right over here, or you can just kind of keep walking the trail. Like I said, the trail goes all the way to Castroville. It gets a little tiring going all the way to Castroville on this trail, though, right? We've never done it. It would. We've done all the way to Seaside. Is the farthest we've gone on this trail. But we're actually going to use this as our turnaround point, and we're going to head back to the car. You ready for that?
Yeah.
How long have we gone so far? How many?
About 2.8 miles.
2.8. So almost 3 miles from Lover's Point to the wharf. And now we're going to head back. The kids are tired. Hey guys, when we get back to the car, we have lunch.
Let's go.
Food is the best motivation. Just as a little nod, whoever owns this boat, if you're watching this video by any small chance of the imagination, if you're watching this, can I get a ride? Please? All right, we've made it back to the car. How's everybody feeling?
Tired.
I'm not really that tired. I'm more hungry than anything. So let's get some food and we'll call it a day. Thank you for coming with us on this adventure, and we will catch you next time. Bye guys.